Hey guys, Board Bob here. So just for fun, I thought I'd do a little bit of 7 Days to Die. So I just started this. I set it up and went ahead and ran it just so we could get through the terrain creation because it takes a little while. So here are my settings. If anybody wants to see what I'm set at as far as gameplay goes, and there we go. So let's get started. Now, like I say, I already started the world, but I haven't done anything in the world yet. So we'll go from there. And it'll start up a little bit faster than what the original creation started up as, but it takes a minute or two, or not even that really, I guess, a few seconds. Or so. Apparently it takes a little longer than I thought it would. Oh, there we go. Alright, so here we go. So where are we at, man? We are, looks like on the side of a hill. One hell of a hill. Looks like winter biome up there. It looks like we're in a desert biome. Got some water over there, maybe some grassland. So anyway, let's go ahead and start our first little starter quest thing here. Let's gather up some plant fibers. We'll go ahead and gather up a little bit of wood right around here as well while we're at it. Used to be able to pick those up. You can't now. You gotta cut them up, what have you. So we'll hold off on that. There we go. We got enough plant fibers now for our first our bedroll. I'm gonna pick up the bird's nest while we're there. Might as well. I mean, take advantage of it. And the fact that it's sitting there. I thought I saw a stone over here. We need 4 stones. We're going to need 4 stones, so there it is. Alright, so let's grab the stone because we're going to need them. That's about the only thing I see useful right here. We can pick up some food real quick. We'll get the yucca plants. They will come in handy for both food and liquid. Let's not run into the cactus. So I started out doing a video for this like forever and a day ago and never really followed through with it. Been doing a lot of the Factorio videos and stuff, so I just figured, what the heck, for change of pace, we'd go ahead and throw one of these up and go from there. See if things pan out, see if we die the first day, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the bedroll. These initial little side quests are enough to just kind of give you a feel for the game and get you used to the controls and kind of start you off. When you finish all of the little side quests, it's just enough to buy like one of the skill perks, and that's about it. Alright, so we got our bedroll. Let's throw our bedroll down. Boom. Up. Right there. There we go. So now we got our bedroll. Now we can pick our bedroll back up because we're not staying right here anyway. Let's check this car while we're here. Alright, so now we got to do a stone axe. And that's what I was picking up those stones for. You need 4 stones for a stone axe. Now we got them. I tend to recycle a lot of the stuff simply because the only person in the world is me. I'm not competing for resources. Resources tend to not be too much of an issue for just one person, at least. I have not run into that as being the case. We'll grab the aloe vera. We'll use that later to make bandages. Alright, so we got our stone axe. Now we got to make clothing. So we just go through and we'll hit all the clothing real quick. And while that's building, we will gather some more wood, because we're going to need the wood. We're also going to need stones. Pick the stone up in order to be able to make arrows, because that's going to be one of our next quests. I could go downhill or I could go uphill. I'm going uphill simply so that I can kind of see, get a little higher height and see what kind of terrain's around us, see what direction we want to move. I don't want to go too far from my starting point, since I'm going to have to go ultimately in the direction of the trader anyway. But if we're going to move in a direction, we might as well move uphill. Looks like our clothes are all done, so let's wear all of our clothes. There we go. And then go back to here, because that's the next thing we're going to need. Now we got to do a club. Wooden club. And now that they've changed it, it used to be that you could spam craft things and gain experience and get better at things and improve. But now that's no longer the case. Now it is all skill level driven, and you have to buy the skills in order to raise your abilities. Alright, I got that one already. So it doesn't really pay anymore to spam craft. So in the past, what I used to do is gather a crap ton of feathers and a crap ton of stones and wood, and immediately bang out nothing but a bunch of arrows in order to improve my weapon making skill before I built a bow. Now it no longer matters, because like I say, it is skill driven. So looks like we have a town over there. A little hard to see through the fog. I don't think there's anything over there, but we definitely have a town there, so maybe we'll go in that direction depending upon what direction we have to go for our skills. So for the trader. So let's go ahead and bang out the rest of our what am I doing there? I only want one of those. Go ahead and bang out the rest of our required quest items, so that we can see where we have to go for our final quest. There we go. So now it should be this. We've got to make 3 wooden frames. We're going to put the 3 wooden frames down. 1, 2, 3. And then we have to improve them. And then we have to build a campfire. Oh, we don't have enough stones for a campfire. We need to find some stone. So 1, 2. If we could find a boulder, that would be nice. Of course we can't. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we need 2 more. I think it's 8 for a campfire. Yes, 8 for a campfire. We need 2 more. We'll check out the log or tree stump or whatever. 1. Hopefully we don't slide down the hill. 2. Campfire. Craft the campfire. Stone. And place the campfire. All done our basic survival quest. Now we get to find out where we got to go for the trader. Come on. So which way we got to go to the trader? Okay, trader looks like it's fairly close. And it's in that direction. So there is the trader. And there is the town. Let's see if we can see the town a little closer. Looks like there's a tall building of some sort there. Maybe it's the construction area. It's really nice now that they give you the ooh. Is that another town over? That looks like that's that, and then that's a big. Yeah, we're going to be going in that direction, guys. Let's go over here to the trader real quick. Bang that out. Get the points for that. And then we are going to head in the direction of town. We're going to keep our eyes open for stones. We're going to keep our eyes open for birds' nests. The nice thing about the winter biome is you can see really well. There is a boulder. Boulders will give you stones, but they will also give you other minerals and what have you. They'll give you iron, they'll give you potassium nitrate, they give you coal, they give you lead. So, you know, they are a good starting source for resources until you get down and start mining down under the ground. So I recommend going and beating the crap out of them. So right off the bat, we're going to keep our eye open, like I say, for stone and for birds' nests, because they've nerfed the feathers a little bit in this game, from what I gather. There's not quite as many available as what there used to be. Used to be shit tons of them. Now you don't find them as often. So, you know, anytime you've got the chance to pick them up, I recommend doing it, because you know, early on they are, you know, the bow is your weapon of choice. Now, like I say, spam crafting is no longer really a thing, but one of the things that I do is every time every time I use up an axe, I just remake a new axe, because my repair skill, you know, until I spend points in it, sucks. And 4 stones is not that much of a burden to build a new axe. I don't know if I get any experience at all for it. I'd like to think that maybe you get a little bit of experience for building the axe, just by virtue of the fact that you're building it. Now, I thought I saw that one down there that I just got, but I thought I saw one. Oh well, guess not. Maybe that was the only one that I saw, and it just seemed closer. I don't know. Anyway, let's head where we gotta head. So let's grab up these stones on our way. We already got a fair amount of stones simply by beating on that boulder, but, you know, every little bit can't hurt if we can get them. We're also going to want some more wood, because wood, stones, and feathers do arrows make. So we may as well grab what we can grab while we can grab it. And my goal at the moment, like I say, is to bang out these initial quests, get the points for them so we can start buying up some of these skills that will make our lives a little easier. Again, it's just me. I tend to throw away the seeds. I generally don't have too much of a problem with finding wood. So, uh-oh, I hear somebody. I guess we should load our bow just in case, because I hear somebody, and it's bound to be a, what you call, oh, there's the trader right there, nice. And it's right close to that. Yeah, that is a big one. Oh, there he is. Yep, thought so. It is a frozen lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. And now I've been shot in the back. Now I'm going to be pissed off. These guys are a little tough to kill when you're first starting out. Oh, and a businessman. You snuck on me out of nowhere. Usually try to hit him in the head. Now, one thing I've noticed now, they've added this wobbly thing if you're running, which, I mean, it's realistic, but damn does it make it hard to hit things. Now, that businessman ought to be getting up soon. Okay, so we are out of arrows. Like I say, arrows are our bread and butter starting out. So we just beat the shit out of this guy with a club and take whatever he has, and we will hope to be able to find more feathers, because we need more arrows. I think we got more feathers. Yeah, we got 6 more, so we can make 6 more arrows. That'll help a little bit. Every little bit counts. house there, but we really don't want the house because we're going to go someplace else. Look slow. Looks like there was a cave here, but there's not a cave here because the cave didn't go all the way into the ground. But look, there's a cave there. Ho, that one's a big drop off though. All right, well, we don't want to get stuck down in there with Mr. Lumberjack. Now, the lumberjacks are hard to kill, but the lumberjacks carry axes sometimes, and axes are a good thing. So, we got our arrows made, reload, see if we can hit this dude in the head. I usually try for headshots for these guys because they don't bobble around too much. Ah, you sucker. Zigged when he's agged. There we go. And if you can knock them down, then come over here and beat on them. See what I mean? Axe. Awesome. So we will take the axe because that is good for chopping trees and doors and windows and all those things, but it's good for chopping wood. Why waste our stone axe when we have a real axe? So we'll chop this tree down and then we will head towards our trader. And then from there, we'll go check out what this town has in it, and see. One thing I have not, I've played this off and on a little bit just for the fun of it, since the Alpha 16 update came out. I haven't seen any cops. Now, I don't know whether they come, excuse me, later in the game or not, or whether they've just completely eliminated them, but I have yet to see any cops. I have, however, run across what used to be the Magnum, what we used to call the Magnum PI guys, the guys with the Hawaiian shirts, and we used to call them Magnum PI, just because that's what it looked like. But I have run across them now with the, oh, we could have gone that way and gotten in here. Well, now we know. And there's some mushrooms. Mushrooms are good. Anyway, I run into some of them, and they seem to have the sound effects that the cops used to have, except they don't throw up on you. But I have not seen any cops. Now, now, supposedly the dogs don't come out until after the first 7 days, except for the ruined biomes. But what I've also found is that some of the little western-looking shops, the dogs are in there, and they will kick your ass early on in the game. So you gotta be real careful when you go into town that you're not pissing off the dogs, because they will tear you a new one. So let's head on over here. We're gonna stay to this high ground, stay in the winter biome, because I can see nests better in the winter biome. I can find them better than in the grassy biomes and stuff. So why not stay up here while we can until we get to where we're going. Oh, missed her by that much. And of course, now we're out. Shit. Alright, well, I was hoping to hit her in the back of the head and kill her, but not so much. So we'll keep an eye open for nests. And let's not run down the hill and break our leg day one. You know, I'll pulse it, but I don't want to get going too much, because you get going, and that's how you break legs. Well, one of the many ways to break legs in this game. It's been a kind of a back and forth kind of thing. It's been overpowered and not underpowered, and overpowered and underpowered. They keep trying to adjust it, and there for a while, man, you looked at yourself cross-eyed, you broke your leg, and that was not a good thing. So I'm a little cautious these days. Try not to get up to running too fast on spots where, you might break a leg. One of the other things that's kind of weird, that they did, I'm assuming they did this or whatever, but you can't pick things up within a certain distance of the traders. It used to be you just couldn't break anything. Now you can't even pick things up, like stones. You can't pick them up. But what you can do is you can harvest. Some of the traders have food plants in them, like blueberries or whatever. And whoa, dog or wolf. Stay away from the wolves. First thing off, I have no arrows. I really don't want to tangle with a wolf. So we'll just go on in here once we find the entrance, which I have yet to find. There it is. So like you used to be able to pick these barrels up. You can't pick them up no more. That was a good source of light at the beginning of the game, and you could take these, and that's probably why they did that. So you can't do that anymore. Used to be you could take the torches off, and I would come in here and raid the torches. But what you can still do is you can still take the blueberries and the corn. You can't take the corn that is too old, that there's not corn, that like normally you can bust that down and get seeds for it. You can't take that corn, but you can take the corn that's ready to be harvested. So it's just weird what you can and can't take now. And the other thing they've done is they've nerfed the forges and stuff that you find in the traders. Now if you see it says destroyed forge, most of the time what you're going to find are these destroyed forges and destroyed benches and destroyed cement mixers. And rather than being able to use them to craft, which I understand why they nerfed that, because everybody just runs to the traders to craft all their stuff. They don't have to make a bench. Now it's kind of a lot less of a chance of finding one that's good, but even if you don't find one that's good, a lot of times you can find stuff in the bad ones. So, now there's a good chest, or a good work table. But now, I can't take that work table. That was, I think, probably why they made it so that you can't pick things up. I think it has to do, because you start out now, you get a land claim block, even in single-player game. And I think that's the deal with that, is I think it's locked down with a land claim. And since it's locked down with a land claim, I can't take anything that belongs to the trader, I think is what the situation is. So whatever. How you doing, Jimmy?
Fucker, you respect the shop rules, and we'll get along just fine.
Well, all right, fucker. Works for me too. Let's see if you got anything. Mining helmet would be nice, but I ain't got nowhere near the gold for it. Ooh, generator bank would be real nice. Again, I ain't got nowhere near the gold for it. Not much anything I can afford. There's a few things that I'd like to have, but oh well. What can we sell? Anything? We can sell the boots. Let's at least sell the boots. Get rid of them. We can't sell the bedroll. We can sell the goggles. Let's sell the goggles. Yeah, that's about all we want to sell. Anyway, we don't want to get rid of our stuff. So there we go.
Shit, man, I treat you that good, and you don't even fucking tip me.
I'll tip you. I'll give you just the tip. Alright, well, we are done with the trader. Now we know where he is. Let's mark him on the map. Oops. Wrong one. There we go. Now, let's go on out here and see if we can avoid that wolf. We'll go this way around him. And we'll head over towards this town. And again, we're going to keep our eyes open for any bird's nests along the way. Ooh, that one's a little steep. And we can sidestep it down. We're going to slip down it, but At least it'll keep us from killing ourselves or breaking an arm or a leg or whatever. Not that you can break an arm in this game, but break a leg. Because, man, I'll tell you, breaking a leg is a pain in the oh shit. Come on, reload. Thank you. You stay the fuck over there and leave me alone, maybe. Oh, okay. Well, if you're going to leave me alone, we will do this. Good. Alright, thank you. Well, we used up our bandage, so now we need to look at getting some cloth so we can make some bandages. But that's okay. We'll find that quickly enough. You find some clothes and you know, you just salvage the clothes. Now, I knew there was a wolf there somewhere, but he was way up by the whatchamacallit before, so maybe that's another one. But either way, we don't want to tangle with the wolves. Ooh, there's a biker. Let's go get the biker. Sometimes bikers have good stuff. They have guns. Farmers have guns too sometimes. So we get the biker. Sometimes the bikers have guns. Sometimes the bikers have mini bike parts. We missed him. Let's get closer. No sense wasting them. Oh, there we go. That'll give you a headache. There you go. And these bikers are tough. And we just wasted 3 arrows. There we go. Maybe we can convince him to fall down. There we go. Thank you, sir. Ooh. And there is a bird's nest. These guys, like I say, they're tough, man. There we go. Took his head off. See what I mean? Shotgun. Very nice. Not only that, but an iron reinforced club, which is way better than that piece of shit. I am not going to complain about that. So we wasted the arrows, but look at that. We got 21 now. Alright. Awesome sauce. Oops, missed. So there we go. Alright, so that made up for that. And now we got enough arrows that we can effectively defend ourselves, at least for a little bit. And the more we can find, the better we are. So I tend to, through this grassy area, these grassy areas, I take a little bit of a zigzaggy because I'm looking for arrows, or I'm looking for bird's nests while I'm got it. So I'm making progress forward, but I'm also scouting the area for bird's nests so we can get some feathers. Every feather helps. Let's reload this. These fuckers, they're hard to hit because they bounce up and down so much. So I usually go center mass with these guys most of the time if I can, because they're a bitch to hit in the head. Oil. We can use it. Repair kits. I tend to be a little bit of a hoarder in this game. Everything has a purpose. And I don't like to throw things down if I don't have to. So if I can hold on to it, I will. Which kind of is the antithesis, there's a SAT word for you, of scrapping things. Because when you scrap things, you lose a percentage of it from scrapping it. So, you know, I say I don't like to waste things, but then I scrap stuff and I lose stuff from scrapping it. But generally speaking, for what I lose in scrapping, I more than make up for in having the space to pick other things up. So it's kind of a trade-off. You make some decisions in the game. We're looking good here on feathers right now, which I am not complaining about. We're probably going to find that we are short on stone, is what we're probably going to find we are going to have problems with. The desert biome is another one that's generally pretty good for finding birds' nests. They kind of stick out. They're kind of easy to see. I don't know whether there are more of them or not, but they seem to be either easier to find or more prevalent. I'm not sure which. But either way, I am certainly not looking a gift horse in the mouth when it comes to the availability of feathers. A lot of people use clubs nowadays because of the, scarcity of the feathers and stuff. But it's, and I do too when I have to. But I really am a fan of standing back from them and shooting them in the head. It's a little safer for me. And given the amount of chances I tend to take in this game, it's probably, ooh, look at that, steel axe, to my benefit to do so. Now let's do some stuff here. Let's scrap this, scrap this, scrap this, make some room. Let's do this. Let's drink this. And now we're going to hold off on eating anything right now, but what we're going to do is, now that we've drunk that, we've got 2 glass jars. We're going to make yucca juice. And that'll give us something else to drink, and it'll give us something with a cooling property. How are we doing on stone? Stone, we got 82 stone, 183, and 126. So yeah, that's what I say. We're going to be, stone is going to be what's going to prevent us right now. So let's chop up some cinder blocks and make some stone. You don't get anything from them but stone, but they're available, they're here. Might as well snatch them while we can. So now, here's the decision we have to make. Do we go into the town and take up residence in the town and be closer to everything? But it will be, the things won't respawn because we'll be, within the vicinity of them, so therefore things won't respawn in a week. Or do we stay outside of town and have a little farther to travel to get to things, but have things respawn? And my personal thought on it for right now is that it's going to take a week for it to respawn anyway. So we might as well just stay in town and go other places for stuff. All right, stripper. Hey, baby. I got $1 for you. You gonna let me poke you? Here, let me poke you. Let me poke you again. Poke you right in the head. Come here. Well, I missed. Oh, man. Come on now. Jesus, Jiminy. All right. Time to stop screwing around. Nice piercings. All right. That is herbal antibiotics. So if we get infected, we have a chance of getting rid of the infection, which is a good thing. So let's go kill the zombies. Can we get rid of anything? No. Paper's not that big a deal. Anyway, these guys are a pain in the ass to kill because the hitbox for their head seems to be either very small or in a weird place because they're crawling. So it's hard to hit them in the head. So you just kind of got to shoot at them, shoot at them, shoot at them. These guys, on the other hand, if we can stop wasting arrows and shoot them in the head. There we go. Alright, so can we make any space? Let's see. You know what? For now, we can do this. Because we really don't need the sleeping bag until we find a place to stay. Oh, man. Alright, well, we'll take both clubs. That'll give us a backup club, right? And if we find something else that we want that is better, we can always scrap the other club. In the interim, we made some space by making arrows and getting rid of the stones. We're going to get some more stones. All of those feathers that we can turn into arrows, we want to turn into arrows as soon as we can. There we go. More arrows. How are we doing? 34. Now the nice thing about the yucca is we can turn it into two things. We can turn it into something to drink, but we can also eat it. So it is not very much of a food supply individually. It's only a couple of points, but the more of it you get, and it stacks to, I think, 50. So that was a snake somewhere. Snakes are a pain in the ass. They're hard to hit, and they will fuck you up. Oh, and they will jump at you. Come on. See what I mean? You don't want them getting you. Alright. So we got the snake. So let's cut the snake up. Snakes will give you meat, and they will give you hide. So there's the animal hide. Let's eat this and scrap it. And I want the animal hide. And the meat, yeah, it would be nice if we can. You know what? That's only one arrow. Screw it. We'll take the meat too. Fuck it. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's not something we can pick up. It's just scenery. Okay. What we really need to find is some clothes so we can have some cloth so we can make a bandage, because I really don't like running around without at least a bandage. I'd rather have a first aid bandage, but if nothing else, a bandage will suffice. And I don't know why I'm not doing it, but let's do this. Recipes, aloe vera cream, turn it all into aloe vera cream. That way when we do find a bit of cloth, we can make a first aid bandage rather than just a bandage. We're doing all right on finding the arrows though, man. I'm not complaining one bit about the arrows. Oh, looks like we're out of space. Alright, so, you know what? I think. We'll wait. We'll see what we run across. See where we can go, see what we can do. Farmer? No, utility worker. Which could provide us with No, not so much. I was hoping to get a helmet, so we can have some light without having to carry a torch and shit. Just nice to have. Ah, crap. There we go. You don't need sandwiches yet. Sandwiches you can turn into moldy bread. You can eat them if you want to take the chance of eating them. I don't recommend it. You will get sick from them. Aloe vera cream, you need what, 4? Okay, so let's get 2 more of those, and then we can get rid of what's in our hands. There. Aloe vera cream craft. There we go. Now. Alright. Now we'll stop picking up aloe vera. We can't pick any more up anyway. But we can certainly pick up stone. And we can certainly pick up feathers and wood. So let's go get some more stone while we are out here. Oh, there's some more. No, that's, yep, that's another bird's nest. The other nice thing with the bird's nest is they give you eggs. And if you have meat, you can make bacon and eggs. And bacon and eggs gives you lots more health than just meat. Oh, dumbass. We were going to go get this, weren't we? Let's grab this. It's 20 after 2, so we're not doing too bad on time. We at some point do want to definitely find a place to live, so that we can hunker down for the night. While we're doing that, let's do this, because it's going to take some time for the other stuff to do its thing, and we are not going to have a stone axe to beat on rocks with. So then we're going to have to wait for that to finish, and then we can scrap that one, and blah, blah, blah. So, in the meantime, there's plenty of rocks around here. Let's head towards town. Okay, we are out of room on yucca fruit. So like I say, 50. That's not too bad when it comes to free food. And food in this game, free food is a good thing. Oh, and we can't scrap that because oh, yes, we can. So that's awesome. And then that will go to copper. And then that will break down to that. So then we can scrap that. And that will make us our new axe. And that'll go there because there's no place else for it to go. Awesome sauce. And then you die now. Because you should have, oh man, the sweat jacket. A lot of times they have sweat jackets. You can take the sweat jacket, turn the sweat jacket into cloth, turn the cloth into bandages, or in our case, first aid bandages. For that little bit of extra healing. Nothing. Figures. And again, I'm scrapping brass. I know. Brass is one of those things that most people don't scrap because it's hard to come by, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? It's just me in the game, and I don't mind traveling. So, if it gives me a little bit of extra room, ooh, nice. I'll take it. Like I say, these guys are a pain in the ass because they bob all around. So if you can find them where they're standing still and hit them fuckers in the head, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to split it in half so we can do this, so we can move that. without having to worry about taking up any spaces, although I don't think we have anything pending. I just want it down there because then I can do this. Because I know we're getting, you know, to where we need to eat. And if we're getting to where we need to eat, we can eat that. And then we can grab some more of it whilst we're out here walking around. Let's kill him. Thank you. Bye-bye head. We will wear that because it gives us a little bit of heat protection. There is a vulture there. I think what we will do is we will go down here. Oh, there's a wandering guy though. So let's kill the wandering guy. Die, zombie, die. As fast as we can. Okay, so now, let's see if we can't attract Mr. Vulture. Because if Mr. Vulture will come visit us, which he's fixing to do, if we get down and we squat, it gives us the sneak bonus, which is double the damage. And these fuckers, lots and lots of feathers. Now, I'll tell you what they're not worth doing, though. Don't shoot at them with arrows, because it's just not worth it. They're damn near impossible to hit. I do it sometimes just because I'm bored, but generally speaking, I just wait and let them die. They come to you. But look at that. Now we get a bunch of feathers. If I had a knife, we'd get a lot of feathers a lot faster. But, you know, we don't have a knife yet, so we have that. I don't think we even have any bones yet. You know what? Let's do this. Let's eat this mushroom. That will give us one more space. And then if we do run across something that we want to keep, we have a space for it. Like, oh, I don't know, cloth, or a knife, or a bone that we can turn into a knife. You know, it's the little things. Just gonna scrap the nails for now. I can make plenty of nails later when I need to. I'm not going to worry about the gunpowder. No, nothing in that, huh? Oh well. Wishful thinking. See how these guys bob around so much? You can't hardly hit them in the head. So I just, like I said, unless they stop moving around, in which case you have a chance. There we go. And then we go up and bop them in the head. Always like when their heads come off. Then you know they're dead. Alright. So here we go. This is the new version of the wine shirt ones, the Magnum PI zombies. They don't really look quite so much like Magnum PI anymore, but they do look pretty good. But you can hear they seem to have the cop sound effects to them. There we go. Now, come to Papa, you fucker. Come on. I'm right here. Hey, woohoo. Come here. One thing I forgot that I have an axe, which is effectively the same as having a knife. So, I can use the axe to cut this guy up and get a lot more feathers a lot more quickly. There we go. There we go. See? So much better. Arrows. Make a bunch of arrows. Yeah. Alright. So now, we are to town, pretty much. Right there is the funeral home. That was a construction site that that we saw from a distance. But it looks like this is a relatively large town when it comes right down to it, which means it might have a power plant. And if it has a power plant, then it has what I want to try and make my home, which is to say a smokestack. I don't collect glass. I don't collect glass because there's a shit ton of it, and as soon as you have a forge and you have sand, you have all the glass you will ever want and ever need. Ooh, that hurt. Didn't it? Paper. Paper. It's paper. Anybody remember that movie? 10 points if you remember the movie. Alright. I only ate 2 of them, I guess. Alright, so we can't go through it. Let's go around it. Ah, missed him. Oh, there we go. Ooh, farmer. Bald head and a beard. Wonder if he's Amish. I don't know, but what I do know is these guys, again, often have weapons on them, like a rifle. I guess for vermin hunting. Oh, paintbrush. Goldenrod seed I'm not too worried about, because we can always get more. Paintbrush, we'll take the paintbrush. What the hell? We'll get rid of the grass. We don't need the grass. Not right now. Alright. Let's get up here and see if we can see what's around town. I would like to be able to find... Well, there's a firehouse. Firehouse is pretty damn secure. It's got bulletproof glass, which is pretty darn tough stuff. But, I don't know, I just tend to like having a high up place. Now, what I'm worried about, I'm trying to take this guy on, and I'm trying to worry about that vulture at the same time. Because, excuse me, those vultures are sneaky little bastards, and they will come after you while you're otherwise occupied. I'm infected, but that's okay. I have herbal antibiotics. I just missed swinging at him. So let's come over here where we got, a little bit better space to swing. Come on, puppy. Come to Papa. One more time ought to do you. Come on. I know you're down there. I see you. I see your flappy, flappy wings. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for the feathers. Now, herbal antibiotics. Take care of that. Good. Alright, so we're doing good on feathers. We've got 178 feathers now. So let's take a look, see what we got, what we can see. Looks like we got a big building over there. We got the fire station here. So we could stake out the fire station, but over in this direction I see what looks to be a radio tower, which means there's a radio station over there, and if there's a radio station in that direction, there is a good possibility, and I'm not going to dick around with the zombies in here. You know what? I might kill the nurse. Wait a minute. What else was there? I thought I heard a dog or something. Let's take care of this nurse. The nurse's tend to carry antibiotics. They tend to carry bandages. They tend to carry good stuff like that. Vitamins is good. We just eat them right away. Eventually they give us more health. So we'll snatch them up. But anyway, over here is this radio station, and with the way, ooh, but this is all, see, this is the ruined biome. I don't know that I want to stay in the ruined biome, because it tends to have dogs, which are not a good thing, and it tends to have landmines, which again are not a good thing, and tends to have bad stuff, lots and lots of bad stuff. So we might not want to stay in this area, even if the power plant is in that direction. Oh, bear. Farmer. No, construction guy. We may end up looking for another town, I'm afraid. See, that vulture was trying to come after us. And he's still trying to come after us. At the same time, we're trying to fight off this guy. So that's what I'm saying. You got to watch out for them freaking vultures, because they can be sneaky little fuckers. You're dead. You're dead. Almost. Now you're dead. Good. Who's hunting me? Oh, crawly guy. Come on, vulture. Come down here and get me. Can we spare a shot real quick? Alright, there we go. Got him. Alright. Yeah, see, that's the problem with the vultures. They will come after you, and you're kind of busy with other things. So, yeah, see, it's looking like this whole place might be predominantly ruins, and we do not want to dick with the ruins. We just don't. Not right now. So it looks like if we stay here in town, we're going to be staying on the non-ruined side of town. On the better side of the tracks, as it were. If we can. The ruins also have a lot of vultures, which is a pain in the ass. Alright. Read that. Now, I did see a vulture flying around down here, so we want to be careful. Alright, so we're out of the foggy part. Come on. Come on, you fuck. I see you. Come on. Come get me. Here I am, dummy. Right here. Come get me. Yoo-hoo. Come on. Come to Papa. You useless SOB. Come on. Now it looks like there's some more town over there, and I believe that is desert. So we're gonna head as soon as we deal with this bastard and strip him of his feathers. I'll show you. These guys are a bitch to hit, even when they're coming at you. So, it's kind of a waste of feather, a waste of ammo. So I just let them come after me, and I beat upon them when they do. Because eventually they will. Have no doubt. Once they catch wind of you, they will come after you. You just have to wait for them, and you have to watch. There we go. Thank you. 31. Alright, so now look. That's also ruined biome, isn't it? Frack. So this whole town may end up sucking wind. So let's go back out into the desert and travel across the desert. See, there's a power plant over there. I can see the chimney. If the power plant... No, see, that's all ruined biome. Frack. Well, that sucks butt. Because I am not staying in ruined biome. That whole thing is ruined biome. So this trip over here was almost for naught. Oh, and you don't want to stand around for too long. Like I say, these sons of bitches will come after you. I mean, they're a good source of feathers, don't get me wrong, but they're a pain in the butt because they're sneaky little bitches. What else? Oh, there you are. So then you have to contend with, where did that sumbitch go? At the same time you're worrying about the damn zombies. So, where did the damn zombie bitch go? There. Alright. Now where you at? Come on. Oh yeah, sure. Now you'll leave. Now you'll leave. Because I'm ready for you. So, unfortunately, what may happen is we may end up opting... Where'd he go? Lost track of him. Alright, well... There he is. I hear another zombie, though. That's what I'm kind of trying to be aware of. Because this sucker here, if he'll come down, all I need is one more hit. But I hear a zombie over there, and I hear a zombie over there. I know there's a stripper zombie coming, but I also hear what I think is a crawler zombie. And you're going to watch them crawler zombies because they will cripple you. It looks like we are out of feather room. Alright, well, we'll solve that in a second. Hopefully we can get back here in time. Yep, there's a crawler. The crawlers are hard to hit, and they will cripple your ass. Because they can hit you in the leg and either sprain your leg or break your leg. Now, are there feathers? There's the feathers. What can we get rid of real quick? Can we scrap real quick? We're gonna scrap this thing. Oops, E. We're gonna scrap this puppy right there, and we are going to pick up these feathers. There we go. All right, so now we have to find a place to spend the night It's 6:30, and unfortunately, we ain't living in that city. So, let's go down here. Maybe we'll live by it, though, at least for now. I think we'll live by it. I think we'll be okay. I kind of wanted to live, like I say, in the city. Would have been nice to reside in the city and close to everything. But that city is definitely not worth staying in. Because it is a dangerous, dangerous place. So, we'll go down here to this house. I have, in the past, set up camp in one of these houses. I'm kind of familiar with it. And they're not too bad early game, which really that's all we need is early game. Because we're going to build our own place. So I think we will go down. Ooh. Ooh. Man. Alright, well, we're going to scrap that. I would have liked to have sold it because you sell gun parts, they're worth a bit of money. But a treasure map is worth far more money than that is. Now, with the advent of Alpha 16, they now have sleeper zombies. So rather than when you go towards a POI, suddenly all the zombies pop up and they're all around it and they come after you. With sleeper zombies, you don't know. They might be there, they might not be there, and they don't wake up until you're close by. So, we'll get rid of this guy because we don't want to have to contend with him at the same time that we are trying to contend with zombies. There we go. Now, let's go over here. So like I say, there's none that you see. They don't pop up like they used to, but there can be some outside. So we will make a quick outside trip, and then we'll go upstairs and peek through the window and see if we can see anybody. See? Over there. See that right there? Sleeper zombie. I don't think I can shoot through this window, but let's see. Yes! There we go. So that was a sleeper zombie. They are all over now. Oh, there's another one right there. That's a nurse. I wonder. Got the nurse. Now, here's the thing. I got that gal trying to get out. And this nurse is going to rot away if I don't get to her soon. And she's already awake. So we might as well get this nurse. Nothing much in her. But make ourselves some room in our inventory whilst we can. Go over here, get this zombie. Where's she at? I hear her banging around down there. Alright. Now, one of the things that happens is if I don't completely clear out the building and I leave the building and I come back, zombies will respawn in the building. If I clear the building, then they won't. Not right away anyway. But like if I did this and there was still a zombie, say, in this closet, which is now a possibility, and then I went back outside without killing it, without taking care of it, even though I killed those other zombies, I could come back in here and this damn place would be full of zombies again. Or not full, but full relatively speaking. So, yeah, see there's one in there, and we woke it up by hitting the door. So we will let him do our job for us. Actually, it sounds like a her. Yep, it's a mom. Oh, it's the big fat woman. Oh, there's the big. Oh, there's two of them in there. So there's the big fat woman. And there's the construction guy. So we will. Oops. We'll miss the construction worker. But before we leave anything, we will make sure to kill everything in here. Her head's stuck in a wall. We can't get her head. There we go. Now we got her. Alright, so all the zombies dead in the house. This is a good thing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and bust out all these windows down here on this lower level. We're going to bust out the door on this lower level. And then we are going to secure them for the evening. The Venetian blinds now give you plastic. They used to, in the past, give you cloth, which I guess didn't make a whole lot of sense. Now when you bust them out, they give you plastic, which is not a bad thing. Alright, so I think I got all the downstairs windows. So now let's do this. Let's go over here, and let's empty out what we've got here. Make ourselves some room. We want that, actually. And do we have any stone in this other one? No stone and no grass, because what we want is we want some clay. Is there clay near us? There is clay right here. And the reason we want the clay is we are going to make flagstone blocks and close those doors up. So let's get ourselves some grass, because we need the grass. Let's grab this since we need it. Let's kill this guy so he leaves us alone. Oops. Alright. Let's grab this so we have some stone. We're going to make a shovel so we can go get some clay. When we get the clay, and we get stone, and we make cobblestone, and then from that map. Alright, that's the right direction. I hear you. You just lost your leg fighting with a cactus. Nothing to lose your head over. All right. So we're gonna want this too. So let's bust this up because we are going to want all the stone we can get right now for the cobblestone, so that we can make the flint. Make the yeah. Oh, excuse me. And we are running on a short timeline right now because it is now 2000 hours. It's 8 o'clock. And at 10 o'clock, 2200 hours, the zombies start running. So, we want to get this door get this place closed up before we have to contend with running zombies. So the plan is to close up all the downstairs entrances and accesses, and then to alright, you know what, before we build this, let's do this. Let's buy our toolsmithing. We've got enough points, we can buy a couple in it. And let's buy Miner 69er, which is gonna give us an advantage to it. And we're going to take Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which is going to boost our stamina, and we will pop 2 into weaponsmithing just because. The rest of it we are going to wait on, but that will give us a better stone axe. We can scrap this one. We should have done it before we built the shovel, but you know what, we'll live with it. At least we did it before we started mining clay. That would have been stupid. Not that we're smart. We've never claimed to be smart. We are not smart. We get by. I don't know. We're sort of smart. We just have no common sense. So let's do this. Let's make some cobblestone. See what we can make of that. And then let's see what it takes to make flagstone blocks, because that's what we want. Is we're ultimately looking to make flagstone blocks. So it takes 4 cobblestones to make a flagstone block. Okay, good. So now we know. Because flagstone blocks are easy to upgrade to cobblestone blocks, and it takes less, or seems to take less than it does to go straight to cobblestone. At least it's a quicker building material. It doesn't require the wood, and it doesn't require the plants. It just requires the stone, which you need the stone anyway, so you're kind of at least eliminating the plants and the wood, which can sometimes be hard to come by. I'm gathering way more clay than I really need right now, because the other thing that I want to do ultimately is to build a furnace. We're going to need clay for a furnace, so we may as well build it while we can. Alright, we are out of stone. We need to go acquire more stone. There is another big boulder here. We will bust up the boulders. Like I say, these little boulders are your friend early game. They give you lots of resources that are otherwise a pain in the ass to acquire. I know, you're hungry. Well, we have food to get through the night. It's not the best food, but it is food. We will worry about hunting tomorrow. What we're going to do is we are going to close this building up for the night, and that will be an episode. We'll call that an episode. We'll call it done, and that'll be that. But we do want to get this place closed up for the evening. The other nice thing is we are right close to water, so replenishing our water will not be that difficult if we do stay here. If we can find a city in a more beneficial biome than the ruined biome that is nearby to the trader, I would certainly like to do that, and we will leave this one for raiding purposes. This is clearly a big town. It's going to have a lot of stuff, but I really don't like the ruined biome. So we're going to stay out of that as much as we can, but it looks like it is going to be well worth trips here to raid the place. So we will go from there. All right, cobblestone. Make us more cobblestone, and then make us more flagstone blocks. Oh, that's more than enough. We don't need that many. How many do we have? I thought we had made some. No, we didn't make any. So let's make 1, 2. We got how many windows? 1, 2, 3 windows and a door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get 8. Let's make 10 to start. And we will go from there. We'll just grab some yucca on the way back. Just because it's there and we can. We are going to pick up these chairs because we can recycle them into wood, and that is not a bad thing. And then we're going to get rid of these. Because that way, Mr. Zombie can't come up in the middle of the night. I hear a zombie. There's a zombie. That was weird. Came up to the house, stood there, looked around, and left. Weird. Anyway, he's dead. Man, these things are... Alright, we got 20 minutes of game time. So we have enough time. Because once we get this, they can't climb up here. And we'll be able to get down because we'll just jump down, or we'll make wooden frames and get down, but we don't have to get up because we haven't closed off the door yet. So we'll go inside, close off the door from the inside, and that will be that. And then we can call it an episode, and we can go from there. Alright, so they can't get up there. Now we can go inside, which is right here. And there's our flagstone. Boom, 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 and boom, boom. All right. All done down here for the night? all done down here for the night. Now, obviously, if they wanted to come in, they could really do a lot of damage and get in here. Hopefully, they don't wish to do that. Since we're in here and we're not going to be poking our head outside, the only thing we're really going to have to worry about is random zombies coming around and pissing on our party. Let's clean up our zombies. There we go. So now it is nighttime. Now the zombies run. But they shouldn't be able to get up here to us. Oh! Now see what I said about spawning zombies? And see what I said about running zombies? Now she should not have spawned in here, because we killed all the zombies in here. But I guess, whatever. Oh, and there's another one. Or is that the same one? Apparently the same one. Alright, fine. Well, you're dead now. Now you'll leave us alone. So we'll see what else we got. And we're going to call this an episode. I'm going to gather everything up and scrap what I can scrap. Let's see. What anything else we want to... We really don't need that, but we'll keep it because ultimately we will turn it into... what you call it? But you know what? We're going to scrap this, and we're going to scrap this, because those should give us some cloth. There we go. We got some cloth. And it gave us some leather, but at least we got the one cloth. Now we can take these 4 cloths, recipes, and we can make first aid bandages because we've got the aloe cream. So let's make ourselves a couple of first aid bandages because we desperately need those. Eat. Like I say, those are a little bit of a slow process, but they are food. Drink the yucca juice. That'll hydrate us quite a bit. It also is cooler, but so we want to watch out for that because it may make us too cool. Drink the water. It gives us 3. We can do the recipes. We can do 3 more yucca juice. Which will, like I say, keep us hydrated for the night. We'll take the vitamins because that will give us some more health. Oh, we got 5 more jars. So there's that. What's in there? Nothing. All right. Right, so there we go with that. We can put that up there because we don't need it now. We can eat this so that we are full. All right, guys. So that's it for the night. We're through to our first night. We're pretty secure. We're gonna make a sleeping bag and throw that down. And we're probably gonna go through and close up the rest of these windows. And that will take us through the rest of the night. And then we will do some exploring in the morning time. Maybe of this city right next door, see what's actually in it, see if we can't do some hunting for some meat, because we are going to want to be able to eat, and progress to the first day. And then we're going to start planning where we're going to make our horde base, because we are obviously not going to live in this for our horde days. Because they can get nasty, and this will not survive. So we need to start looking at where we're going to stay for those. So there we go. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Excuse me, this is our first episode. We are going to do more of these, I think. Just a little bit of variety. And we'll go from there. Go from there. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.